Conductor Williams has become one of the most sought after producers in the last few years, producing for the likes of Drake, J. Cole, and Tyler the Creator. Being one of Griselda's main producers, he is known for his sample-based approach when it comes to making beats. Today, let's look at the genius behind the Conductor's approach when it comes to making beats. And as we learned from the previous video, all great songs start with a sample.
Hey, what's your baby mama at the crib and blow her back out?
Over on Tracklib, I found this Brazilian sample, and using the loop, beat, and pitch section, I knew it would be a perfect sample for a Griselda style track. Then we click Classic Bap after looping these two bars. And we up it. And after dragging it into Ableton and finding the main loop, I knew I wanted to add more texture.
So I'm only going for texture and feel. Those are my two first things.
And I found it in the intro of this 1970s sample. And together we have made some very sexy music. From the cook-ups over on his YouTube channel, he uses an MPC and keeps the drums super open. And luckily for you, I upgraded from the last MPC. So let's start with a simple kick and snare. Obviously this is from the Auburn drum kit. Don't quantize anything fully and create a groove using the kick, snare and sample. And this perk snare just adds some further texture to the beat. And to give the drums that sampled feel, I just put a low cut on them, and I grouped them and added this tape plugin. This bass guitar adds low end and groove to the track. And this piano sample I found on Tracklib just helps keep the beat moving and interesting. I hope anyway. I decided to be extra and throw in this B section, because as we know, all artists love the most complicated beats of all time.
You like a hi-hat guy, kind of.
This B section consists of 2 different sample chops and a new bass pattern. And to make it sound like I'm using an MPC, which I am, this last part of the chorus transitions back into the verse perfectly.
I'm sorry, little kids, but I'm a killer clown today. I could say bullets in a spray. I'm from Brooklyn. That's alright.
Like all great conductors, we need to keep this train on the track. I need to get a real job. For beat 2, I wanted to show you how you can build around a sample and really make it your own. Starting with this jazz sample, I chopped and looped this section, which has a really mysterious feeling and tons of texture. And I slowly started adding these melodic ideas, which are sounds you would hear in a lot of vintage samples. And the processing of these sounds went a long way in blending it with the initial sample. And after adding all these textures, some can be found in the sounds category on Tracklib, and some can even be found in my one-shot kit also on Tracklib. And after I made this sample my own, it was Conductor time, starting with this kick and snare. I added this tambourine for further texture and found a nice pocket to add this open hi in. The Conductor often keeps his basses super simple, so this one just hits the root note every 4 bars.
Pyrex whipping, got us living. Get a brick, your whole block got a chip in.
Conductor Williams has said he's a fan of E-pianos.
I love electric piano, Wurlitzers, Rose.
I found this sample in this road section on Tracklib and found these two very interesting chops. Today's video is sponsored by Tracklib. Tracklib is an online record store featuring over 100,000 previously released records. As you can see from this video, all the samples I've used are from Tracklib, found in various of the collections, which feature samples from all eras and genres. In this video, I used Tracklib sounds to add textures to my own beats. These are all royalty free, and you can get all your sound needs in one subscription. If you sign up using the affiliate link in my description, you'll get a 1-month free trial and 100 free credits. It will ask you to input your payment details, but don't worry, you will not be charged for the first month. Thank you again to Tracklib for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back into it. Back over at the beautiful MPC, I added this unquantized kick and snare. And this perk and open hat just add a little bit more to this beat. And lastly was this unquantized hi-hat. You know where all the drums are from, by the way. And then to be extra yet again, I added this part B. Using another couple of chops from the sample, I stripped back some of the drums and reintroduced the elements. And then this drops perfectly back in.
Hey yo, nicer than anybody, you say the nicest. Nigga heard 30 years and turned righteous. Slide through 4 lights, but niggas knifing. Every since fly guard, these niggas biting.
So what can you take away from Conductor Williams and from this video to use in your own beats? Choose the sample based on the feeling and the texture. Don't quantize anything. Keep the drums minimal and simple. Arrive at the station on time and get a real fucking MPC.
Fast week, I'ma shrimp 2 bitches. 100 round drum, make a nigga go get it.